In this video today, I'm going to lay out the 3 most important steps to help you save more and be happier with spending less. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Jake and I'm a second year economics student, and my aim through Student Money Hacks is to help you build the necessary skills and financial knowledge to feel more in control with your life. Minimalism, in its broad definition, is all about being happier with less, being content with less. That doesn't mean being less happy, obviously not. It's not about restricting, it's just about prioritising your spending and prioritising how you save and where to cut back, so you can focus on the more important and meaningful things. Because how many times have you bought something that you think it's going to be absolutely life-changing, whether that's the latest phone or laptop, and thinking that it's going to really drastically improve your life, but within just a matter of days or weeks, you realise that it's not going to have the impacts you thought it did. By removing the distraction of excess, you can focus more on the things that are important to you. And saving is no different. If you try to drastically cut back in all sorts of areas, you're ultimately going to fail. So focusing on where to cut back is really important. And I'm sure you're aware as students that we have very little income, and my situation is no different, yet I'm still able to put away a bit of money each week or month to get me closer to reaching my financial goals and that safety net that we all desire. There are 2 main benefits to delaying and being patient with your purchases, and it in a sense sums up minimalism because you're being more thoughtful about each purchase you're making. So firstly, if it is an important purchase, and by delaying it and putting it on a watch list, you're automatically waiting for deals to come up, and in the sort of retail environment we're in at the moment that's hooked on discounting, if you just wait a few weeks or a month, a deal will come up. And especially with new tech releases, if you wait just a few months down the line, you're going to be saving a lot and you're still going to have that new bit of kit. And secondly, by delaying purchases, you're reducing the risk of that impulse purchase, that unplanned spending that you didn't account for or budget for. And this is a really big problem, especially in the Western world. For example, 88.6% of Americans have supposedly succumbed to the temptations of impulse shopping, with an average spend of $81.75 per session. So delaying that purchase by a few days or a week, or even just sleeping on it, has a real big impact on your finances for the better. If you're buying things that you simply don't need and it's just an impulse decision, there's no way, especially as students, that you're going to be able to save some money. So next up is making use of cashback sites and cashback credit cards, and also doubling up on the 2 where possible. So I like using a site called Honey, which is just a Chrome browser extension, and it also automatically applies discount codes at checkout, so you don't have to check everything, it does it all automatically, so that's going to save you a bit of money. And it also often gives you cash back, usually between 1 and 5%, so it's worth doing. And then you can also pay through a Amex credit card that I've mentioned, or any other credit card that gives you cash back. I've mentioned all of these in my credit cards video, which will be displaying just up above, so go and check that out. But that Amex card that I mentioned, it gives you 1% cash back on all purchases, so any purchases that are adding value to your life and you do need to make, it automatically makes it 1% cheaper, and even 5% cheaper in the first 6 months. Obviously with credit, we know all about it and how it can negatively impact people. You've just got to pay it off each month in full, so they don't get any fees out of you, and that's the best way to do it. Don't use it as a loan, because that is the worst way to do it, because it's going to be charging you at least 25% APR each year, so it really isn't worth it to do that. And the point of me recommending cashback and credit cards is not to spend more and see it as a loan. It's really important that you don't do that. All it is a method of getting money back on purchases you were going to make anyway. And 1 or 2% here or there doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a year or 5 years, it really does add up into the hundreds or maybe even thousands. So it's worth doing, and it's of no cost to you. And obviously one of the easiest ways to save more is to make it harder to spend. So that's what I like to call increasing friction, because we live in an age where it's never been easier to spend quickly and instantly, with the integration of cards into phones and watches and contactless credit cards. It's easy to make a split decision and get spending straight away. So I've actually taken my card off of my phone So that means that I have to intentionally think and take my wallet out with me if I'm planning to spend. So if I haven't taken my wallet out with me and I'm walking past a coffee shop, I can't just get that coffee instantly. I actually have to take my wallet with me. So yes, these payment methods are a lot more convenient, but does that convenience outweigh the costs of spending more? And I think that's something really that needs addressing or questioning. So there was my 3 most simple yet effective ways to cut back on spending and save more in the long run. And that does conclude today's video, so as always, thank you for watching, and I'll be back next week with more content on helping you to build the skills necessary for better financial freedom. So until next time, thanks for watching.